Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
It's here. Well, they're here. I got my package from Mattel Creations. I'm so excited. Okay, so I am knocking the table all over the place. I'm just that excited. I'm aggressively excited right now. When I was a kid, I can't necessarily say I was obsessed with the Beetlejuice movie, but I definitely really enjoyed it and watched it over and over again, and loved the calypso music and would sing and dance with it. Maybe I was obsessed with it. I really liked the Beetlejuice movie when I was younger, and the Beetlejuice cartoon when that came out and was on TV. We would watch that as well. So we really enjoyed Beetlejuice in this household. So when Mattel Creations and Monster High said that they were collaborating to make a Beetlejuice doll, I was super excited. That's something that I have been waiting for. When the other Skeletor dolls came out, I was excited to see Monster High coming back, but they weren't movies that I really resonated with because I'm not a fan of horror movies. So I was not about to go out and get an It doll. Sorry, Pennywise is just not something that I want to own. And then the Grady twins, I've never seen The Shining. They were cute dolls and I wouldn't mind owning them, but I don't know anything about them. So it wasn't something I was running out to get. That being said, when I saw Beetlejuice was next in line for the Monster High Skeletor collection line, whatever you want to call it, I was like, I need that. I need that in my life and in my collection. So I got it. Let me start opening the box while I'm talking. Gotta be careful because I don't want to cut the actual box for the doll. Okay, well, it's just black. I'm not getting any kind of a peek just yet. But yeah, so I was determined to try and get this one because I'm a huge fan of Monster High. I am a huge fan of Mattel in general, but Monster High specifically. I was very disappointed when Monster High and Ever After High were canceled. I was very disappointed when those doll lines ended. And I was disappointed with the quality at the end there, with the terrible hair quality and the lack of articulation. I didn't care about the new faces. I thought they were cute. I didn't mind them, and, I still enjoy customizing dolls, so, having a good doll that has variety for, facial expressions and stuff, I was totally fine with. What I didn't like was the change in the hair quality and the lack of articulation. So, when they started coming out with higher quality dolls again, my heart was so happy. So here we go. So this is what you get straight out of the box. And you can't really see a whole lot just yet. It's like a present. This unboxing experience is so fun. It's literally like Christmas came early, except it's Halloween, and it's only September 4th. So let's open it. I'm not saving the paper. Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at that. That is so cool. I love how vibrant it is, and it looks so nice. This is like a satin finish, but this is glossy, so it just looks so nice and so high quality. And then of course there is the Beetlejuice logo, and there is Beetlejuice and the tombstone. And then on the sides here we have this beautiful photography of the dolls that we're going to get. So a little sneak peek of what we're going to see. On the other side, it just has the Beetlejuice logo again. Here is the back of the box, just so you can see what it looks like. So you've got Lydia down here by the tombstone on the back. And then you've got some information here. So let me read this. Okay, so this says, Beetlejuice and Lydia dolls. Beetlejuice. 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 Come on, ghoul, it's showtime! Say my name 3 times and we'll be compadres, amigos, BFFs. I'll show you the ropes about being a ghost, and you help me get back to the land of the living. What do you say? If only more of the recently deceased were like my goth-to-be Lydia. You gotta love her pitch-dark sense of fashion. It's totally to die for. She has some scary good calypso moves too, so stop acting grave and just say it together. We're gonna be the best bioexorcist team this podunk Winter River village has ever seen. I love that they were still able to like fit in their little puns, you know how Monster High does. Also, I love that they mentioned calypso music because this movie was the reason for my love of Harry Belafonte music. I'm ready to open this up and see the dolls. I'm just hoping that they are, you know, really good quality and everything. I have high hopes for this. I will be honest, I am going into this a little biased because I'm just really excited to have new Monster High dolls. So that being said, I will try and be honest and critical with my review and like my reactions and everything. So I'm actually gonna open this up and I'm gonna let you guys see the dolls first, just because I'm nice that way. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, I see them in the viewfinder. Oh, they look so cool. Okay, hold on, I wanna see it, I wanna see. Oh, they look so good. Okay, this box needs to, I gotta bend back the, the little flaps so it actually stays open. Hold on. Oh my god. Okay. First impressions, they look so good. Oh my god. And I am going to be taking them out of the box so that way we can actually properly see them and stuff like that. I know a lot of the collector dolls I tend to leave in the box, but that's more of like the Disney dolls. For these, I think I am going to take out of the box just because I really want to see them clearer and stuff like that. But wow. Okay, so like, it's not wonky eyes, but the placement for Beetlejuice's eyes is a little, like, close to the center for me. But I'll show you that when I get them out of the box a little closer. But, like, it's not bad. And, like, overall, I'm not seeing any major flaws with anything, with, like, the paint or anything like that. Once, like I said, once we get them out of here, then I can actually see closer. But I really just want to appreciate the setup here, like the way that they have them displayed. It just looks so cool. Can I get this dust cover off? Because this is kind of driving me crazy. Let me see if I can get them out of the box and then we'll take a closer look because I really want to look at the background and everything in the box as well because they put so much in here and I'm just like, my mind is like going crazy. Anyway, I'm going to try and get them out of the box real quick and I will be right back. Okay, unfortunately, I wasn't able to just, like, take the plastic cover off. I opened up the bottom here, and I just slid out the tray. So, I'm not really going to be able to show you the entire scene together without the glare. But, here they are out of that dust cover without the glare. I'm just loving everything that I am seeing here. I want to cut them free because I really want to look at like the background and see all of the imagery and stuff like that. So let me do that really quick. Okay, so even though I'm not able to show you without the dust cover, I still want to try and show you as best I can. All right, well, here you can see it's like the graveyard, but it's the version that was on the model in the Maitland's attic. Because that's where a lot of that takes place. And then up here on this side, you can see the Maitland's house up on, which is the house that like the whole movie takes place in and everything. I love the detail put into this. And I love the fact that you've got like the town in the background there. And over here, of course, you've got the headstone, and it's like when they dug up Beetlejuice's grave, and then the tree that he kicks down in that scene. And then we're in a graveyard, but if you look really close in the background, there's like houses, but then there's another little graveyard back there. They just have graveyards everywhere. This whole town is cursed and haunted. So yeah, I mean, like, this is definitely great for, like, if you're a collector who wants to keep them in the box and stuff like that, you can shield them from any, like, sunlight and stuff like that so they don't get damaged from the sun and everything, but then you can totally see that. The only thing is, like, displays like this, it's hard to display them. It just takes up so much room. It's the only issue that I have with some of these Monster High and Ever After High doll boxes. All right, so I'm gonna set that over there for now. Now we get to look at the dolls. By the way, if you didn't catch it, I'm wearing my Pumpkin Spice Girls t-shirt in honor of pumpkin spice season. And I love the Spice Girls. Okay, you guys. I am so happy with these dolls. Here they are. Oh my goodness. Yes, yes, and more yes. Oh, they look so good. First of all, I am in love with this color. I love chartreuse. I love lime neon green. I don't know why, but I do. So I love that. There is a lot to talk about with these dolls. So the first thing that I want to do is I'm going to go from the top to the bottom for each of the dolls and just point out everything about them, and then I'm going to talk about them after. And actually, before I talk about all the details, I do want to talk about the hair. That's become kind of like a theme on my channel, is talking about the doll hair, because that's like one of my favorite things about dolls is their hair. So I do want to point off right off the bat. First of all, love the color. Love the color. If this was a normal doll that was being sold just by itself, I may look at this and be like, oh, that looks weird. But knowing that it is a specific character and which character is, it's great. I love the fact that they were able to like swap the gender on Beetlejuice and make him into a female character for Monster High. I love that, and I love the way that they did it. The hair, while it looks appropriate for the character, it is that polypropylene material that I'm not a fan of, and it is crimped. It is very reminiscent of like the Monster High Electrified line. So if you're used to the way that that doll hair feels, that's what this feels like, because it is crimped. So the feel of it is not my favorite, but surprisingly, it is of a higher quality than like Cave Club and stuff like that. It feels slightly higher quality. I don't know if it's like a different material or maybe it's just my brain playing tricks on me. I don't know, but it feels a little bit better. It's probably on par with the Barbie Extra dolls that have like the purple hair and the pink hair. Those are a, you know, polypropylene that's less expensive, and that's what this feels like. But I think it was appropriate in this case, because I don't know if saran or nylon would have reacted this way and like held this shape. So I'm actually okay with the hair in this case, just because I think it looks really cool. Lydia, on the other hand, it's Lydia with the good hair. Oh, okay. Yes. Yes, oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. She has saran hair, which most Monster High dolls have, or like older Monster High dolls. She has the saran hair, and I'm so happy about that because it feels so good. It feels so silky. It's a little messy from being in the box, but other than that, it's a really good material. I also like the way that it's styled for her bangs because it's pretty accurate for the movie. Okay, so going from top to bottom, I'm going to start with Beetlejuice, and then we're going to work our way over to Lydia. Also, some of the details are like references to things in the movie, so I will do my best to try and remember to get pictures of the reference from the movie, so that way you can see the comparison side by side as we go. But anyway, so here is Beetlejuice. Now, starting at the top, you have this headpiece, this little hat. I think this is one of my favorite accessories of the doll, because this is a reference to the circus scene, like right after the dinner scene when Beetlejuice gets called out and he comes up through the floor and looks like a big like circus act or whatever, and then his arms extend and become those giant hammers, and then it's one of those like games from a carnival where you have to like hit the little thing to hit the bell. That's what this scene is in reference to. So I absolutely love this little hat. I think that it's super cute. The top right here, it looks like it's a ghost face or a skeleton head. I'm not sure. I think it's a ghost face. And then you've got a bat on top and little bats around the edges here. Here is a closer look at her face. She has purple eyebrows with purple smoky eyeshadow, some amazing lashes. I love the line work there. She has this gorgeous like berry purple lip color, and then she has contour in green around her face and under her cheeks and everything. That looks very much like Michael Keaton's makeup from the movie without being gross. It actually looks very pretty. Her earrings look like the sandworms from the movie. They are a remold. Apparently, these were used from another doll. I don't know if it was a Ghoulia doll or a Monica Decay, or somebody had worm earrings similar to this, so this is a reused mold. She has a collar with a necktie attached to it. This is just one molded piece, so it's kind of like a necklace. And she has a belt here that's kind of like this, I don't know, it's kind of prickly. Like, I don't know how to describe it. But I think this is also a remold. I think I've seen this on another Monster High doll before. Moving down to the outfit, she is wearing a pantsuit or like a jumper. It's kind of like a sleeveless style underneath, and then she's got this jacket, this blazer over it. The blazer is like a tailcoat, so it does come down in the back, and it has this jagged cut detail to it. And then she has this fabric underneath added on, which is very pretty. It's very reflective. It's in like purples and greens with this cool print on it. And there's a layer of like a tulle fabric as well as a layer of some kind of like lace mesh kind of material. Moving down to her shoes, which are probably my second most favorite part of this doll. You've got some simple black platform boots, but when you turn it around on the back, you can see the faces of the Maitlands when they tried to look more scary to scare the people out of their house. One thing I will point out is the shoes are made from kind of like a flimsy rubbery material, so that is a little different. That's probably why they're not painted, although I don't know. I love this kind of molded detail. It's these things that really bring the character to life for me. And obviously, I didn't mention it earlier, but the dolls do come with stands since they are collector dolls, obviously for you to be able to display them, which I'm very thankful for. Okay, let's look at Lydia now. So here is Lydia. She is wearing her look from the first scene that you see her in the movie. Here she is side by side with a picture of Winona Ryder from that first scene when you first get to see her. She has this sun hat, which is a hard plastic. It is attached with the little plastic stays. It does have like the little drawstring here, but I'm gonna leave it attached to her head for now. As I mentioned before, she has the really good hair, the saran hair in this dark black color. Here is her face. She is so gorgeous. I am in love with this doll. First of all, I think that the screening, the face paint is perfect. I think that it was beautifully designed. And I love her makeup. She has like a purple cut crease with like a purple smoky eye, and she has this really pretty nude lip. The colors are perfect. I love dolls with brown eyes like this. It's so pretty. Her bangs are styled to be the way Winona Ryder's hair was styled. Moving down to the dress, I love the material that they picked out for this dress. It is a great, very lightweight material, but it feels high quality. It has this beautiful, I don't know what this is called, but this like print that's on it. There's a certain type of like applique or whatever I don't know what the word is, but it's so pretty. The material is actually kind of see-through, but then you've got this print on it that's like black holographic. So Simply Nailogical would definitely approve. It's real hollow. It is a full long sleeve dress with a collar. Here you can see the collar, and there is a button that is sewn on here. I think it's a nice little detail to add there. Moving down, she does come with a camera, and the lens is painted silver. Moving down to the bottom of the dress, there is kind of a lining in here. It's not sewn in a lining, but it is a separate piece of fabric. This is that kind of cheapy, plasticky material that you have on a lot of fashionista dolls, but it's in here to kind of make the dress look less see-through. So, and even though it's not sewn in, it's like the perfect shape. So when you see the doll from further away, you're not like seeing through the skirt and everything, and it makes it look solid on the inside. She also comes with tights, and they are not painted on, thank you very much. They are actual fabric stockings or nylons or whatever you want to call this. And then here are her shoes, which are very reminiscent of like her school shoes that she wore at the end of the movie. But if you turn it around here, you see molded detail again, and it is Beetlejuice when he was the banister snake. There we go. Now you could really see Michael Keaton's face. I'm glad that Michael Keaton actually made it into these dolls some way. Fun fact, Michael Keaton wasn't actually signed on to do the movie when they started filming it, and a lot of scenes were actually done without him. And I don't remember if there was a different person playing Beetlejuice or not, but I know that there were scenes that either they had to redo or they went back and shot Michael Keaton's parts separate after like everybody had already done like some of their parts. Not all of them, but that was just like a fun little tidbit that I saw on a documentary one time like a year ago. So anyway, another fun little accessory that you get with these dolls is the handbook of the recently deceased. So this is the handbook that the Maitlands get when they get back to their house after they died and they haven't really realized or come to terms with the fact that they're dead. This was sitting on their little coffee table in their front room. So it's just a simple plastic mold, but they do have like a sticker put on the front here or printed on the front here, but it's pretty accurate to the movie. It'd be nice if it was like able to open in like an actual book, but honestly, it's a fun little detail that they added in. Oh, and I just realized I was gonna paint my nails with a lime green hollow, but I totally forgot. I was too excited to film this video and get these dolls out of the box, so oh well. Also, the other thing to note is that Beetlejuice is the classic Monster High size, and Lydia is the little sister height or size. Okay, so now that we've looked at all of the details on the dolls, I want to talk about them because I have opinions. Now, to be fair, like I said, I am a little bit biased because I have a deep appreciation for Monster High, and I am definitely a fan. That being said, I'm going to be honest with my opinions about a couple things. So I kind of mentioned earlier, the hair quality on Beetlejuice is that I think it's polypropylene, either that or a cheap nylon, but it is appropriate for the doll in this case, for the design of it. So I'm actually completely okay with it, and I understand why they chose this. And Lydia does have really nice quality hair. If it wasn't Beetlejuice as the character, I don't know if I would have been okay with this on a collector doll, but I am in this instance. Hey everybody, it is the next day, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. So, I was trying to take off the jacket so that way I could take a better look at the jumpsuit underneath, and the peg for her arm broke inside. Like it broke relatively easily, but when I was trying to remove the arms to try and take the jacket off, it broke the peg. And I mean, it does still technically go in there, but then it also just it just comes out very easily. There's no like click in like they normally have. And these hands were kind of difficult to remove. I was almost afraid to do that just now because I'm like, what else is going to break? But see how they have like, so you can kind of see a difference between the two styles of pegs. Like this one has a little wider spot to hold it in. This one doesn't. And it's like really thin right there. That's where it broke. So that is actually super disappointing. And I mean, it's partially my fault for even bothering to try and take the limbs off, but in the past, Monster High dolls have been super easy to remove their hands, remove their arms, so that way you can change their outfits. And I just wanted to take a look at the jumpsuit, which, by the way, here's the jumpsuit without the jacket, so you can see what it looks like. It is just like this really cute, like sleeveless little you know, like pant leg jumpsuit thing. So, and I do like it, but, and I mean, for the most part, it's not like the arm isn't falling out. So that's good, but that is very disappointing. I just have to be very, very careful now. But I wanted to share that with you because that was my experience. So anyway, back to the video. Hey, okay, so it is actually a week later at this point. So this video has been a journey. Anyway, so talking about these dolls, there's a couple things that I wanted to mention. Now, After that last clip you saw where I broke Beetlejuice's arm peg and whatever, there has been some new developments, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But I actually, once again, lost the footage for some of it, and I think what it is it's longer clips. So like if I start recording and I'm recording for like 25, 30 minutes at a time, like the end of that, like it stops recording at some point. And I don't know if it's because my camera gets overheated or what is going on, but I'm going to try to do smaller bursts and see if that helps. So some of the things that I talked about that I totally like lost the footage for, this doll set was $90 on the Mattel Creations website. It sold out in minutes, and I don't know exactly how long it took. I just know that I had a reminder set up with an alarm, and I had my computer open to the page with the countdown, and then once it went down to 0, I hit refresh and it was there, and I was able to place my order. So I was one of the lucky few to be able to buy these when I did, and I'm glad that I did. I know a lot of people that wanted to get them but couldn't, so I feel really bad, and I'm so sorry if you weren't able to order them when you tried to. That being said, I know that there are a lot of people who were criticizing these dolls or complaining about some of the details. So like, for example, for Beetlejuice's earrings and the belt being reused or like remolds or whatever you want to call it, like they're molds for pieces that have already been used on other Monster High dolls. I'm okay with that, especially in this particular case. I mean, yes, if we start getting new dolls and it's constantly the same things, like the same molds over and over. Sorry, I keep like looking over here because my camera still does that thing where it wants to like not focus. So I don't know where the sweet spot is, but anyway. So yeah, if like they're trying to release new dolls and it's constantly like the same shoe mold, the same like dress pattern just with different print on it, or like, you know, over and over and over again, yes, we get bored and we get annoyed with that. But I think details like this, like these earrings are perfect for Beetlejuice. Like they look like worms and they are black and white stripe like the sandworms from the movie. And why create a brand new mold for something when you already have it, you know, and you can go ahead and use that. I mean, yes, you can always make it more detailed like the way that they did for the shoes, but I mean, it's fine. Like, I feel like, you know, people are just getting really critical of like a lot of these details. And then same thing with the belt. Like, personally, I don't care for this style belt. I would have liked to see something with a buckle maybe, but that's just a personal style thing, not having anything to do with the fact that this is a remold. That being said, everybody's opinion is valid. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not here to tell you that you're wrong if you don't like that. I'm just pointing out like what I've noticed and how I feel about it. And I'm just giving you my honest opinion. Also, the other thing, talking about the price being $90, that's $45 per doll. And I'm happy to pay that because at the end of the day, these are high quality dolls with details and, you know, I'm really happy with the end product. Like, I like the way that they look and the way that they ended up. And to me, it's fair because keep in mind, these are licensed characters. They are not original characters that were created by Mattel or by the designer, Rebecula. She goes by Rebecula on Instagram. It's just Rebecca. I'm not exactly sure what her actual name is, but I just know her as Rebecula13, I believe, on Instagram. But you know, these are licensed characters, and it costs money to produce licensed characters. Anytime a brand partners with something else, anytime that a company does some kind of licensing, they have to pay royalties. So not only does Mattel make money off of this, but whoever owns the licensing for Beetlejuice also makes money off these dolls. So that's another thing to keep in mind. This level of doll, had it been an original character from Monster High, either would be less expensive or would have more things added to it, more accessories maybe, or more details. I don't know. Like, it probably would have been more like the Throne Coming dolls from Ever After High, you know, for the price that you paid, or like I have my Ever After High San Diego Comic-Con dolls back here. So, you know, something like that. Like, that's a good example, actually. The San Diego Comic-Con dolls are a good thing to point out because those are more expensive, but they have a lot more details. These technically per doll are less expensive than those, and they don't have quite as much details, but they are, once again, like I said, licensed characters. So that's just something I wanted to point out. Once again, my point of view, something I thought about, and I felt like I would add that into this video just to kind of like, maybe, I don't know, we can start a discussion down in the comments comments if you want. So definitely leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on these dolls in general, if you like them or not. You know, if you felt that the price was fair. I mean, at my point of view is that you vote with your dollars, right? You know, cost and value are two different things. And if you feel that it's worth it, get it. If you don't feel it's worth it, don't get it. That's totally fine. I'm knocking things over because I'm talking with my hands. Now, getting back to the broken arm situation. So the arm is still broken, or the peg is broken, but luckily it is only the top part that, okay, now I can't get it back in the little, there we go. But anyway, it's just the very top part that has a little bump to like click into a joint, and that is broken, but the peg is still there, so I can still technically put it in, and it's just tight enough where the arm does not fall out, and I'm still able to like pose her and stuff like that. She's totally fine. The reason I bring that up is because I posted a picture on Instagram, but I also posted it on Twitter, and Mattel got back to me on Twitter. They told me to call the number for Mattel Creations and everything, so I did that, and Mattel Creations offered to replace the doll for me. I decided not to do that, and the reason for that is that I would have had to send back both dolls, like the entire, like the box and everything, like I would have had to pack it all up and send the entire thing back. They wouldn't just be able to send just the arm or replace just the Beetlejuice doll, so they would have sent me a whole brand new thing. But then they said if it's not available, they would give me a full refund. And then that scared me because that tells me that there is a chance that they don't have any more to replace these. And I didn't want to take that chance. It's like, it's not broken enough to where it's an issue. If it was like the full peg broke off in the arm and the arm just wouldn't stay on and there was no chance of putting another arm on because it was stuck in there, then maybe, yeah, I would have probably taken that chance. But it's fine. You know, like it's good enough to where I'm not worried about it, and I would rather keep these dolls and still have them and own them rather than send them back and risk not getting a replacement and having to do or just get a refund instead. That was a choice that I made. I am so happy with these dolls, and like I said, since she's not super broken, it was just like one little mishap, I'm okay with that, and I'm going to keep them and just be happy with them. So I opted out of doing that option, but I am very thankful to Mattel. Their customer service is awesome. They got back to me super quick on Twitter, as well as when I called in, they were super helpful, super friendly, and I felt like they were empathetic to my situation, so that was kind of cool. That being said, I am starting to just ramble now, so I'm actually gonna get going because of 2 more videos that I want to film today. So this video has been a week in the making, and I've already edited the rest of everything that you just saw, and I'm just recording this last bit since I lost the footage talking about like the price, and I wanted to add in the story about Mattel and what happened. So anyway, I'm gonna get going, but thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.